Is it you had a TV contract and you were
Yeah, a
worried
TV
about
contract, and I had a morality clause because I had signed up to do a gay porn, and they were like, it's not that bad, but like there was a Bear magazine.
100%. Cheers.
This episode of Two Bears, One Cave is brought to you by Policy Genius. There's never a bad time to save money. If you're a homeowner, if you're an auto owner, these guys can help you save money in both categories, one or the other, actually. Go to policygenius.com, answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property, and then let them work their magic. They will shop, present to you all the best rates out there. And then if you choose to switch, the best part, I think, is that they do the switching for you. You don't have to be burdened with, oh, now who do I call and sign up? They take care of that for you. They'll compare, and here's the thing, they'll find this stuff for you, get you switched for free. That is the kind of service that has earned them dozens and hundreds of 5-star ratings. So if you are a homeowner, head to policygenius.com right now to get started. They've saved their home and auto insurance customers an average of $1,127 a year. Who knows what weirdly specific amount they could save you. Welcome to another episode
I got scared.
of Two Bears, One Cave. He's Bert. I'm Tom. Welcome back. You know, you took an impromptu vacation that completely threw off our recording schedule. How was everything?
It was awesome.
Good.
It was really great. It was really, really great. Took my daughters into the COVID hotspot.
Yeah,
in Arizona.
That's nice. It's a good dad.
I was such a bitch. I was such a pain in the fucking ass.
About what?
I perfected my day drinking though, like to a next level. Like literally, I mean, hit it out of the fucking park. I was
that's
so proud of
cool.
myself.
I'm proud of you. Tell me about it. How'd you do it?
Is Element a sponsor today?
No.
Well,
You drank a bunch?
How about Fitvine? Is Fitvine a sponsor today?
I don't think so.
Man, I've used
Both
the
of them?
fuck out of those.
That Element, actually, I started using that too.
Yeah, I use it every morning. I love it. I wish they were a sponsor, and then I could slide it in organically.
Because what you get from it is the electrolytes without the sugar, which most sports drinks have.
Yeah.
All of them have, minus these guys. So what's in the half gallon?
It's definitely Kool-Aid.
It's Kool-Aid?
It's definitely Kool-Aid. I had a rough morning. I had a really rough morning.
Does it make you feel better when you had a rough
Yeah, but it's a treat. It's like, I can't, look, I've loaded myself up with treats. I got a candy bar. I've got a soda. I've got a,
It's a lot of shit going on.
So last night we watched, I want to talk about, hang on. I want to finish points so that I don't leave fucking meat on the bone. But so remind me to tell you about the vacation. But
okay. Last
night we watched The Kissing Booth.
How is it?
I'm such an old man.
You loved it?
No. I was being such an asshole.
Oh.
Like I was being, because it's like,
why? Because there gays are there or what?
There are, but that's not.
And you were like, God damn it!
No. I actually didn't like the way they portrayed the gay couple.
Is it a scripted show?
It's a scripted show.
Oh.
It's like the biggest hit. It's the biggest thing going on.
I watched 2 other shows on Netflix that are reality dating shows that I love. Actually, 3.
What?
I've watched Dating Around, and then I started watching Dating Around Brazil, Indian Matchmaking, and Love on the Spectrum. Love on the Spectrum is autistic people dating. Oh. It's fascinating.
For real?
It's so endearing. It's fascinating. They're like, every single sit down, they're like, why do you want a boyfriend? They're like, or a girlfriend, and the person will be like, just to experience love, to have love in my heart. And you're like, Jesus, everyone's so sincere. And then they just basically, their conversation, some of them need help on how to date, socially date.
Yeah.
But everything they say is everything you would say, but minus the bullshit of dressing it up. So they'll sit down, they'll be like, what are you looking for in a partner, right away? And then the person's like, someone who's nice and likes to have fun. And then they'll talk and they'll be like, yeah, I don't really think it's you. I don't think I really want to right away. It's
Love on the Spectrum.
It's fantastic.
I'm texting my daughters right now.
It's so good.
Oh, my daughters are into dating shows like that.
Oh my God. Did you watch Indian Matchmaking?
No, these are on Netflix?
Yeah, that's arranged marriages, and it's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good.
This is blowing my mind.
This one
I am so
love.
into Indian chicks. And by the way, I would say I was into Indian chicks when I was when I was a kid. There was this girl, Shaw. I forget her name, first name. I forget her name, but
You forgot her name entirely, I think.
No, her last name is Shaw.
Okay.
And she used to play tennis with us. She was so pretty, and I've always been into Indian chicks, but I never got.
There's some super hot ones on this
Yeah.
show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So Indian matchmaker and autistic.
No, Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Was that 2 on the nose for the name?
Yeah.
Autistic dating.
Yeah, they don't do that. Wait, it's tennis. You brought up tennis. Did you play tennis as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I started playing again.
I will destroy you.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. By the way, I remember one time we were about to do a podcast and I told Rogan I could do a split. And he goes, no, you can't. And I went, I definitely can. And he goes, let me see it. And
you didn't do it.
I didn't do it. And then he was confused. He goes, wait, have you ever done a split? And I said, no. And he goes, what made you think you could do one? I go, I don't know. And he goes, wait, I actually thought you might be able to do one. And I was like, no, not at all.
Yeah. So are you saying this because this is how you'll approach tennis? You'll be like, I will destroy it. And then you're like, I haven't really played tennis.
No, it's Ron's way. It's the game, the head game. We were on a houseboat one time in Lake Powell for Travel Channel, and we had taken a couple we met on Trip Flip. It was their first date when we met them.
Yeah,
they'd never met each other. They just hooked up at a wedding, and then we saw them the next morning hanging out, and we took them to Utah, and we did a bunch of stuff. She ends up hooking up with the expert. Like, we have an expert, like a rock climbing.
Yeah.
She ends up bailing on the dude that she's shooting the show with, hooks up with the expert. Guy's kind of off to his own. But the guy was like legit off his rocker. And at one point, we're drinking in the morning, and he says, we're talking about special powers. And he goes, I can call coin tosses. And I said, what? And he goes, I can call coin tosses. Like, if you toss a coin, I'll call it. And I said, no, you can't. And he goes, no, I'm really good at it. I get 100% of them right. And I went, that's impossible. And he goes, bet me. And I went, what? And he goes, bet me, flip the coin 5 times. I'll call it 5 times. And I went, okay. And he goes, how much do you want to bet? And I said, I'll bet you $100. He goes, I'll take that bet. And then I went, hold on, you're willing to bet me $100? I go, you can't do that. And he goes, I'm telling you I can. And he goes, anyone else want a piece of this? And everyone starts getting like on his side. They start going, I bet he can call it. Tom, he called 4 of them in a row. And I was sitting there on the last one going, can you really do this? And he was like, yeah, I told you I could do this. And on the last one, he missed it. And he goes, God, I almost had it. I looked at him and I go, wait, you can't do this? And he goes, of course I can't fucking do this. And he looked at me and he goes, but you believed I could.
Right. And then you adopted his personality.
Is that like false sense of confidence? I remember sitting there at one point and literally going, do I have to change everything I know about coin tosses?
I mean, it sounds like that was the day you transitioned. You're like, fuck being myself. This guy's got it figured out.
It's such a great, confident thing to tell someone you can do something with absolute confidence, knowing if I hit the Cinderella story money shot from out of nowhere, they're going to go, he's a fucking god.
And then you live for this, because this is how you do everything.
Love it.
So how good would you say you are at tennis, for real?
Scale 1 to 10, 7.
No way. No way.
Fuck yeah.
No, you're not.
I think you'd have a hard time returning one of my serves. I am so fucking good.
Oh,
I almost bought a house with a tennis court in the backyard.
Okay.
I almost did. And I was like, if I bought that, I might be on like the senior Virginia store. I could
You're out of
definitely
your
get on
mind.
the seniors.
When was the last time you played tennis?
Probably like 10 years ago. I bet I pick it up pretty quick.
And destroy.
You'll actually go, wow, I did not see this coming.
Uh-huh. And then if you don't, you'll be like, well, I haven't played in 10 years. It's a good system. It's a good system. I like it a lot.
I either surprised myself. All right.
Do you
what I thought was coming.
Do you want to play next week? Yeah. Do you have a racket?
Yeah. It's really old. I need I remember playing this girl in college. I dated this girl and we went out to play tennis. This is the way my brain works. And we're hitting around and she goes, let's play a game. And I was like, wow, let's not play a game. Let's just hit around. She goes, well, no, let's play a game. And I said, well, I'm just going to win. And she goes, no, let's play. And I went, okay. So I served and aced her. And she was like, hey, can you not hit it so hard? I go, we're playing a game.
Right.
And then I served and aced her again. And she's like, you're not making this fun. I go, this is how you play a game. Like, what are you looking for? Do you
want to hit
me
around?
She goes, well, I thought you'd let me win a few. And I was like, that's not playing a game. That's saying, oh, great shot.
Yeah. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Chicks, man.
And then I played a chick who was like, I dated a girl. When I say dated, I didn't really date her, but we hung out, and she was a low-level professional tennis player.
Yeah.
And I was like,
there's such a difference when they hit the ball. You're like, oh, fuck.
I remember her saying, is my pace okay for you? And I was like, what's pace? And she was like, Kong. And I was like, oh, I didn't get my racket back in time.
Yeah.
She was a smoke show.
Yeah.
She still is a smoke show.
Really?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Where do you follow her?
Her sister
on IG?
is one of the most beautiful women I've ever known in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is she?
They're in Naples, I think. They're living in Naples.
You want to give out their Instagram handle so we can check them out?
Courtney Hansen, look her up. Courtney and Jordan Hansen, they're beautiful and they're great. Both of them are amazing. I think Jordan's better than Courtney.
At tennis?
Yeah, but you
went to college with them?
Yeah, I went to college with them. I hung out with Jordan. I think we maybe kissed or something. That's just weird to say about. Don't look up the. No, but that's not her. That's not her. But don't look up Courtney Hansen tennis. Just type in Courtney Hansen.
That's unbelievable.
Type in Courtney Hansen car. Type in car. And then you'll see her. This is Courtney Hansen. Right? And she, she's good. Remember Joe's friend, the guy that does all the car stuff, does all the car shows? Joe's got one of his best friends is a big car guy.
Yeah.
She's best friends with his wife and did all his car shows.
What do you mean?
Type in Courtney Hansen Instagram, and then you'll find Jordan and Courtney. God damn it, his name's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, there's Courtney. This is Courtney's Instagram. Oh yeah, put the challenge me. Hey, what is this challenge me thing about? Challenge accepted. It's a black and white photo.
All women are. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a woman. I don't know.
I'm sure she challenged your sister. Oh, she challenged. Oh, she's best friends with Sebastian's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she grew up with Sebastian's wife.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you can find her sister, but her sister is beautiful too. And then
so you went to FSU?
I went to FSU with them, and she was the only person that moved out to LA with me.
So she lives in LA now?
No, now she lives in Naples.
Oh, Naples, you said.
I think she does straight up car stuff. Her dad was like she's a legit car person.
There's a lot of car pictures in there.
She's a legit car person, Tom. Like,
okay.
She owns a bunch of different cars. Like, she's into cars.
Are you guys friends? You guys stay in touch?
Yeah. I can actually call her right now.
It's okay.
See this her right there in a car.
Okay.
And so, but Jordan was a legit tennis player.
On the team there?
No, just like, fuck it, I'm done. Like, I think she might have gone to the academy that's down there. You know, that academy.
Yeah.
And just gave up and was like, I'm fucking done with this shit.
Oh my God.
And so, but yeah, wait, what were we talking about before this?
Tennis.
Me and you playing tennis. Mm-hmm. That's definitely happening. Are we filming it?
I mean, we can if you want to. You want to?
Yeah.
You want to film your first time playing tennis in 10 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea.
Okay.
First time playing tennis in 10 years versus you, who's been playing tennis?
I've been playing for 2 weeks. I'm saying I'm happy to be back doing it. I played it a lot as a kid.
I played a lot as a kid, and I miss the running around. The best shape I was ever in, I used to play tennis every morning with this guy Marty at Beverly Hills Country Club, and is right after we had Isla, and I think I was doing fresh baked video games on Spike.
Yeah,
and so I was home, and then when I started doing the road heavy, I stopped playing.
Yeah.
I used to play with him all the time. I remember
it's a great sport, man.
He told me we were at Beverly Hills Country Club, and I pulled my ass muscle, and he goes, this guy was awesome. I wish I could find this guy. His name was Marty. They used to call him Marty the Magician because there was a show called like Help, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And they ruined all the footage, and they gave it to him, and he fixed all the footage. He fixed all of this ruined footage that had gotten wet. And so one day he goes, he goes, he's old school, right? Old school Jewish dude. And we get in the locker room and he's like, you hurt your leg? I said, yeah. And he goes, get in the sauna, get in the hot tub. I said, I don't have a bathing suit. And he goes, this is an old school Jewish country club. You think anyone's wearing bathing suits in there? I went, I guess not. And he goes, look, you take off the clothes you have on now. You get in there naked like a regular person. And then get out, put on your dry clothes, and you go home. You don't need a bathing suit in a fucking men's locker room. He's like, this is what's wrong with you guys. You guys are so young, you need a bathing suit. It's not gay, you just get in. And I go, okay. So I get naked in front of the guy. I put my clothes in there. I get in the whirlpool, and I'm sitting in there for like 10 minutes, and then 3 old men come in bathing suits. And I'm just sitting there going, please don't let the bubbles turn off. Please don't let the bubbles turn off.
I went one time. I was on a work trip. I was like 21 at this hotel thing, and like there's people from work, and it was just guys. And I was like, I don't have a swimsuit, same thing. And one of the guys was like, oh, you don't need one here. And then I took everything off, and I walked naked in front of people. People were like, what the fuck? And then one guy was like, oh my God. And then I stood there like so full of shame. I was like, Jesus, they're walking, raw dogging people. I think the gay guy, we really thought we were gonna fuck. I really do.
I remember the first time we showered with dudes in high school. I remember that. And I remember there were guys that were very comfortable being naked.
When I got out of that thing, I knew I had made such a big... I got out of it. I was like... Because I was like, I should not have been naked in front of all these people. And I just like walked down, and I mean, I could just see people looking at me, and they were like, this guy throwing his dick out. Everybody. Showering in front of people as a kid is so scary, I think. When you're middle
Tennis
school,
camp,
high school.
first dick I saw that, I was like, oh, we're not all the same size. I remember going like, wait, is mine gonna get that big?
And you see all
that seems bigger
all
than
the
mine.
dark hair around it, and you're like, God, really?
And then you see the dude with a really, really small dick, and everyone talks about it behind his back. And then you're like, hey guys, that's not cool. It hurts my feelings. When I was in.
Did you see the Ed Asner or the alleged Ed Asner thing?
No.
You know Ed Asner?
Yeah. He was married Tyler Moore.
Yeah. So they're saying, they're like, here, put your headphones on. They're saying that somebody said that this is allegedly him. I don't know if it's actually him, but someone said that he's like 90 now, and that a few years ago.
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah.
Mary Tyler Moore's dead.
Yeah. So they said that this was a feed from like, I don't know, somebody took of him in a chat with someone. But it could be like I don't know. I
see Ed Asner as someone who doesn't have a sense of humor about himself.
Well, this might change that. This might
right
change
before you come. Yeah, I'll swallow if
That's
I want
not
to.
Ed
I have no
Asner.
problem
It's not?
swallowing. I'd stop for a minute and I'd put a big hickey on your inner thigh there and just suck on that and make it nice and red and let you remember me after I'm gone. Turn over and I would play with your cheeks, maybe even massage your little hole and make you feel just the only man in my life. You're just it. Well, it's normal size. It's not that big. Well, the one thing that I'm going to tell you is that the first time it's going to be quick with me because it's been a long time. Okay, you come. Let me see how much you come. Let me see all that come. How much? How big a load I'm going to swallow? I need it. I need
This
it.
is not Ed Asner. This can't be Ed Asner.
I need it right now. Okay. Can you see this?
No,
okay,
I can't.
Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me. Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy. I'm going to put this in your mouth, and you're going to have to suck it dry. You're going to just suck it dry, Mark. You got that beautiful mouth. Give it to me, Mark. Yeah. Oh, I can feel it. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh, damn. You bet I'm coming up in May. You better believe I'm coming up in May. You are terrific. I know you're going to be good in bed. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Ed Asner's got to be dead. There's no way that's Ed Asner.
He's not dead.
There's no way. That guy looks too good for Ed Asner.
You think so?
Yeah. Google a picture of Ed Asner. Let me see a picture of Ed Asner. Let's go side by side.
Let's see who.
By the way, can I tell you where my brain's at? I was like, he is. No, that guy was too soft for Ed Asner. That's not.
They said it was from a few years ago. That's not him.
That definitely. Type in interview with Ed Asner and then go recent, and
yeah, let's see. Let's figure out if this is him or not, because I'm hearing that it's him. I could be wrong though.
And then go to videos. That guy's got too much sun. Ed Asner has too much sun damage. Go to 2016.
Oh, there he is.
That's
the same guy.
Who's he with? Is that Adam Ferrara?
I don't know.
Stace.
There you go.
Hit the sound so we can hear it.
Burger.
Yeah, tweet.
Oh, he's spitting.
How did you guys meet?
Well, he was loaded on us. We had to take him.
That's him.
That's not him. That is not him.
That's not
no
him?
fucking way.
That sounds like him.
I'll
By the
swallow
way-
if I want to.
No, that guy's so soft. That guy's like Northeast. I'll swallow if I want
Suck
to.
it dry.
Suck it dry, Mark. Don't be stingy with it. And then listen to Ed Asner.
You
Just
got
watch
that
him.
beautiful mouth.
He was added to the company after we began, and
Yeah, Ed Asner would be jerking off like this. Oh, Mary. Oh.
You don't think that's him?
No, I do not think that's
Oh,
him.
I can feel it.
No, that's not him. That's not him.
that's
No,
gonna be
no.
Really?
Not even remotely. Okay. No. Where did you find that?
Somebody sent it in and was like, I think this is Ed. And I was like, come on.
By the way, do you ever see the video of it where it looks like I'm sucking a dude's dick and there's a bear watching?
Yes.
It's a picture.
A lot of people send it to me.
It looks like me so much that I go, is it me? Like, could I have ever done that?
Do you think the last minute and a half, if Warren Sapp watches, he'd be like, yeah, I don't want a podcast with these guys?
Oh, if he watched any of this, he'd be like, if he watched any of our earlier work, he would be like, no, I think Warren Sapp.
Do you think we're gonna make it happen?
I think
it feels
so.
like he's excited. I mean, he was texting us and
God, can I tell you, it doesn't look like he's got the greatest fucking life.
yeah,
He texts us one day and he's like, Tony, Brett,
yeah, Tony, yeah,
Brett. Early morning, and he's got a
margarita.
no, he had a Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary,
Bacon
right.
out of it.
Yeah.
And then he texted this morning. He's like, going lobster fishing.
Yep.
Diving for lobsters.
Hit me up later, fellas. Let's talk about this podcast.
I'm going to get them tails. And you're like, fuck. Like, I bet it's got to be good to know you're done. Like you're like done doing the thing that you got put here to do, which was dangerous as fuck and sometimes scary. And maybe you loved it. It's got to be nice to know, like, hey man, I'm good. I'm gonna fucking fish every day. I'm gonna hang out with my friends. I'm gonna do the stuff I want to do. I got my inner circle.
I think that like with pro sports, I mean football's obviously so brutal, but if you can have like a great career and play out a contract and play for like 10 plus seasons in any of the major sports and then be like, oh, I'm done now. And you have money and hopefully your health, you know, and just enjoy your life. It's amazing.
Here's where quarterbacks are lucky, is that someone like Randall Cunningham gets to play his season, play his contract, retire, come back, play well, and then gets another like 5 years of $1 million contracts where he's just a backup and he's kind of like mentoring guys.
Yeah.
And then you guys like Warren Sapp. This is something we talk about on Two Bears One Sapp. He retires and there's no like, you can't mentor linemen, you know, like you can't like be like in pads getting with a contract, being a lineman that sits on a defensive lineman that sits on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Like if you're an active player,
like backup quarterbacks can be journeymen.
Yeah. Well, there's like it's a different position though, right? Because like they really might need you at any time to survive the season and the game and everything. Dude, if you're a back, you could have, there's a couple stats on some backup guys that have played out contracts as backups and just made a fucking.
I would love.
And they never got hit. They like took like 3 snaps But yeah, if you're a D lineman, you're not going to be like, I'll just ride the sidelines for a few years. And
I mean, I wonder how many. I wonder how long you can sit out even at all
as a D lineman.
As like you get to a point where they just go, hey man, we're not even going to you're not second string. You just get cut.
Oh yeah. Well, it depends how expensive you are, you know? So like they'll once you're not productive, if you're not like top tier productive and they can cut you, they're going to cut you.
So what do you think you need? What do you think you need your net worth to be where you can be like, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to just ride this out and like.
It's all relative though. It's relative to lifestyle. I mean, let's say you retire at, let's say you get drafted when you're 23 and then you play what, 10, 11 seasons?
That's a lot.
Yeah. You're like early to mid 30s. You have a lot of life ahead of you, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you really, I mean, that's why lifestyle makes a big difference, you know? It really depends on where you live and what kind of life you're trying to maintain.
Who's the first football player that was like, that they were like, oh fuck, that's a contract? Like where like this
every generation it changes.
I mean, like where like the I remember someone was saying that they were making like $150,000 a year playing professional football.
When we were kids, there were guys that still had off-season jobs. That was in the 80s.
Leroy Selman worked at the Bank of Tampa, I think.
Yeah.
North Bank.
Yeah, those guys would retire and go right to another job. Like they didn't pay a lot for years. I mean, even guys that played in the 90s, which seems like not that long ago, that money, it's not like now where it's life-altering generational wealth. If you're a top player, people have 9-figure contracts.
Generational wealth.
Yeah. Yeah, people have...
Joe's got generational wealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's got to be...
Yeah, like your kids will have money to leave their kids.
Do you realize how fucked up my kids would be with generational wealth? They would never work for anything. They'd be done. They'd be the average player.
Oh, yeah,
I'm bad at reading out loud. In the 50s.
Made $6,000 per season.
Wait, what is this? The world's highest paid athletes in 1995.
Yeah.
Jordan, this isn't Deion Sanders. What's his net worth?
I bet it's pretty good, but it's not going to be...
His Instagram feed is fucking awesome.
Yeah, he does a lot of like mentoring.
Did you see when he got his hair?
Yeah.
And he was really emotional.
Yeah, when he was getting that chair, was it in the chair when he was like showing it off the first
time?
And
he got his hair, he got, I think, transplants, and he
did get a transplant, yeah.
Deion was a game changer, man. 40 million. 40 million? Bro, give me 40 million. I got nothing near that. I'm over. I'll hang out at the store. I won't even ask for spots. I just want to hang out, get drinks.
You can get there.
Get a chauffeur to take me back and forth. I don't need to do anything. I won't get in anyone's hair. You can cancel me. Dude, they're canceling Ellen.
Yeah, I saw that. But you look at that picture right there where he's holding the football and the baseball bat.
Look at that.
You see his hair there?
Yeah, love that hair.
Looked wet, but it was dry. That's right. Yeah, 40 million, man. I bet he has more than that.
I bet he does too.
But he does have a divorce that changes everybody's game.
That's what you got, man. That's why you get like an old bitch like I got. Should be no divorce. She knows her place. She's 50. She does what she needs to do. She's turning 50 in August, and I just told her, I said, you know what? You just ride along. You got a good thing going.
You got to get her like a special gift for her 50th, right?
I guess. I told you about the time I told her I'd never buy her another gift. When I bought her the tracksuit, she was like, I don't like gold. And I was like, oh, guess what? You never get another present. No, this is your new punishment. You never get anything. Good luck. Get yourself something. I hope you enjoy it. Fucking.
Feels romantic. Are you going to get her something special, though? It's her 50th.
That's why I think if we were gay, it would be so much easier. Because if I got you a present, you didn't like it, I'd be like, I like it. I'll wear it.
You would buy things only for you, though.
Yeah, I know. And then I go, that'll look good in you and me. We can share it.
We could share a lot of stuff.
How great is it to be gay? You just buy stuff you like, and then you just go, hey. And that's why that's a pro of dating dudes that are your size.
Yeah.
I wonder,
good call.
Like, would you ever date a dude like really fucking fat and be like, he's a project?
I don't think so. I mean, I enjoy that. Like, would you date the old guy that was jerking off? What if he really took care of you, though? Would you be his little...
Oh, that's a good question. All right, let's see how ugly... Let's go back into regular world. Let's see how ugly of a woman you are willing to marry and wife up for the money. Because women do that for men.
What scale are we going to judge it on?
They got to go older.
Okay.
And you pull up richest women in the world.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to... Like, I want to see like some princesses that aged out. All right, Alice Walton.
This is definitely gonna this is gonna be really good for us.
What?
I mean, it's just a good idea.
What? This is gonna get us in trouble, isn't it?
I mean, all right.
Alice Walton. She owns Walmart.
Yeah, she's one of Sam Walton's kids.
All right, give me a bikini picture. Give me like something revealing.
Right, or is that the widow or one of the kids?
Type in Alice Walton poolside. Nothing comes up. There we go.
That's not gonna happen.
This is in the 1950s.
Okay, we're not gonna see a bikini pic of her.
Okay.
Will you date her? She's much older than you, man.
How old is she? Give me a Wikipedia. She's got to be a widower.
She's
70 years old.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, let's see if we have anything in common. Like if I can like find something that.
She's 70, man. I mean, that's too old for you.
Yeah, but no. I'm thinking. You know, she gets regular. Ooh, that's her arrested. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she got a drunken driving arrest.
Yeah, and she told the arresting officer, like, "Do you know who I am?" But she did one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private jets everywhere.
Oh yeah.
How much time do you have to spend with her for real? Like, you know, she's got like philanthropies and stuff.
Yeah, and she'd be like, "Oh, would you look into this one for me?" And then you'd be like, "Sure," and never look into it.
Yeah, and then you're down in Hawaii just railing chicks your age, and then she like, everybody scram, grandma's coming.
You're a terrible husband already, though.
Okay, so it's I got to be committed to her.
I think so. Yeah, man.
That's not what the gold diggers
All
do.
right, let's see what Francois Betancourt Myers looks like.
I like her name already. She sounds hot. Oh, I could be into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those glasses. Yeah, I would much be in. Wow, that's not a good look for her.
That's just a bad photo.
That's just a bad photo.
Okay.
I could be into her. I could see myself falling in love.
Who is she? Is she an heiress? If you go back to who is she? Go to Francois, like the images you had, but just go to the search of her.
Yeah, this
the
will
all
tell you.
results. She is the billionaire heiress, author of Bible commentaries, and works on the Jewish-Christian relations. She's only daughter of the family owns L'Oreal. Okay.
L'Oreal?
Yeah.
The makeup company?
Yeah. Looks like it worked out.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She's got
how about dipping
$64 billion.
Pass.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, let's go to the next one. There we go. Is this all the... No.
Yeah, those are billionaires. So go to the list again. So, okay, that's going to be Mackenzie Bezos.
Jacqueline Mars. Okay, that's candy bars. Let's go to her.
You definitely are.
Jacqueline Mars. I'm already in. Because I could go in. Oh. God, she was so close.
Wait. They're back up one. Back up to the search. Who's Laureen Powell? Who's that?
Who's Laureen Powell? She's
Steve Jobs' wife.
Oh. Wait, Steve Jobs is dead, right?
Right. So that's his widow.
Oh. I could definitely be into Laureen Powell.
Yeah, I think she would like you too.
Oh, give me her Wikipedia. Oh, she dated Ben Affleck? Dude, Laureen Powell is fucking hot.
Yeah, she's super hot.
56 years old? By the way, it's not even old.
No, she's got $21
billion. How many kids she's got? Eve jobs, Reed jobs, day jobs, night jobs, side jobs, dad jokes.
1, 2, 3. Three.
Click how old her oldest is. Eve Jobs. Let's see how many. If I gotta fucking deal with how old? By the way, we're. It's okay. His daughter's gorgeous. Jesus Christ.
22.
Yeah, I can't deal with that shit.
You can't deal with.
I don't want a 22-year-old around the house and then be like,
She's not at the house.
no, but she's old enough to be like, what the fuck are you doing with my mom? And you're like, I love her. And she's like, the fuck you know about computers? My dad was a genius. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm a comedian. You've seen my stuff, right? The Machine, right?
And she's like, well, wait. I really think you should try to pursue Jobs' widow.
Laureen Pal Jobs
Yeah.
is beautiful. I guarantee you she's dating somebody.
She is, but it could be you.
Ooh, what about Yang Hu Huang? Yang Hu Wan. I bet she's fucking hot. Asian chicks never age. Oh, I'm in. She's like the cute girl in math class. I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. What does she do? What does she own? Like fucking, what does she own?
I don't know.
By the way, I have like 9 businesses in my head. None of them are appropriate to guess what she
Scroll back.
owns.
Okay. A Chinese billionaire businesswoman. She is property developer and the majority shareholder of
She's the richest woman in Asia. Oh, she's 39. No wonder I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, she's younger than me. She wouldn't have me.
She's married.
She's married. Let's see what he looks like. See if I'm better than he is.
Chen, right there.
Chen
Spouse.
Chong?
Yeah.
Chen Chong, real estate developer. Oh, I bet
Hit
they
images. Hit images. Where is he?
Oh my God, he's gorgeous.
He's a good looking guy.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Fuck this. I'm stuck with mine. Whatever. This podcast is brought to you by 4Hims. If you haven't heard us talking about 4Hims, you haven't been listening. I'm on 4hims.com right now on my phone, and it is so easy. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a male wellness website. Skincare, ED, hair loss, and now they have COVID-19 home tests. They are here for you. A lot of the problem with men is we don't want to go to a doctor. We're afraid of going to the doctor. We don't want to have these conversations with the doctor. This is a website made by a man who already knows that. So what he's done is he's taken his website and he has set it up so you can have these conversations online. All you do really quick. And by the way, if you're a man, 60% of us, 66% of us start losing our hair by the age 35. You can get in front of that train. Keep your hair like myself. I don't even need this hat. My dad had to settle for hair loss. Not this kid. I got in front of it at the age of 22, and now I still have hair, or at least I can fake it, thanks to science. Hair loss is optional. Hims connects you with FDA-approved doctors to treat your hair loss, and they have thousands of happy customers with results to show it. All you got to do is talk to a doctor online. If approved, the products will be shipped directly to your door in a discreet packaging. And hey, anyone can make claims about treating hair loss, but if you're not happy after 90 days, email Hims and you get a full refund. Today, Hims is giving you their best offer yet. If you're not happy with your results after 90 days, Hims will give you a full refund. And right now, our listeners can get their first visit for free, absolutely for free. Go to 4hims.com/bears. That's 4hims.com/bears. Disclaimer. Full refund price available for the first 90 days supply. Refund request must be made between 90 and 180 days after product shipment delivered. Prescription product requires an online consultation with a medical professional who will determine if the prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. That's 4hims.com/bears. This podcast is brought to you by Tushy. With Tushy, you use 80% less toilet paper. Plus, free shipping. Break up your toilet paper and treat your butt the right way with Tushy. Only lunatics wipe their ass these days. I've been hands-free for years. If you had poop on... If you have poop on your hand, would you just, like that happens to some people. Sometimes they get poop on their hand. Would you just wipe it off with paper? No, you would wash it with water over to the right while your arm sits. I can't believe I'm doing the Tushy read. Tushy sprays water directly on your ass and removes poop completely, so you are sitting on bacteria that leads to nasty hemorrhoids, yeast infection, UTIs, itchy assholes, and skid marks. The rest of the world's using bidets. Why aren't you using bidets? All you got to do is do a little pat dry. They spray clean, fresh water, not toilet water. Tushy connects the water supply behind your toilet and sprays your dirty parts with clean, fresh water. Wet wipes are horrible. They're bad for the environment, and they're even worse than toilet paper. They can cause anal fissures. No one wants anal fissures. It starts today at just $79. Go to hellotushy.com/bears to get 10% off your order. 10% off your order. hellotushy.com/bears. All right.
Go back to your the original document there.
Where's Ellen on this? What's Ellen's net worth?
Not in the billions. Hey, go to our document. Oh yeah, you were on vacation. You said don't forget to get back.
Yes. I have no idea what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What's going on with Ellen?
I have no idea, but she's getting canceled.
Can you pull up okay, Ellen's show investigated could result in an apocalyptic ending to her career.
And brand.
Wow.
But this is, I got to tell you, I've had a crush on Ellen before I knew, like when I was a kid, Mr. Right was one of my I made me laugh so hard. And
What did?
Mr. Right? Mr. Wrong.
What's that?
You ever see Mr. Wrong? It's with one of the Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman, one of the two of them. Mm-hmm. And he falls in love with her and says she's gonna fall in love with him. He's gonna make it happen. Mm-hmm. And she's like, it's not happening. And he's like, it's gonna happen. And at one point they're in a convenience store and he goes, I love you. And she goes, I don't love you. And he goes, I'd break my finger for you. And she goes, please don't. And he just goes, snap. And I cried laughing, right? So I've always liked Ellen. But here, I'm gonna come to Ellen's defense, but I don't know any of the things about her right now. So, and when we're filming this, I'm sure stuff will come out. But like, this is a case, I think, of millennials running up against a woman who had to bust her ass to get where she is and isn't going to give anything for free. That's what I think. And by the way, I don't know what is to come out.
They're just calling out everybody right now.
And they're saying it's a toxic work environment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is a woman who had to hide her sexuality, is a forerunner for gay and lesbian rights, right?
Yeah.
For the LGBT community. She came as the first person to come out. Her uphill struggle in Hollywood was not just the Harvey Weinsteins and those types of people. It was also the predators that were I'm sure there had to be lesbian predators and people that were like talking shit about gay people in front of her, and she had to stomach it. And then she got to where she is. She's at her job and she wants this is my theory. She wants shit done right. And young kids are like, you can't like raise your voice to me. Like, that's what I feel like it is, although I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. She has such a super positive personality on camera that is probably a big part of it. I'm guessing is that is way turned off, like at work.
You think?
know what I mean? Sure. Yeah, someone who's like, "Hey guys," and they dance to open the show. Like, she's not walking down the halls like that, man.
See, I think she would, but you're right. I bet it is that she's like, just like, out of my way, whore. Just kicking babies down the stairs, and they're like, that's what I do to babies. Fuck them.
I wasn't implying any of that.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I think
like, is there no?
I mean, Steve Harvey got remember like a year ago, Steve Harvey, like they circulated a memo from Steve Harvey that was like, don't look him in the eye. Do you remember that, the Steve Harvey memo?
No, but you weren't supposed to look. Oh wait, what does it say? Read it out loud. I can't read out loud.
Okay. He's dealing with a leaked memo in which he reportedly told staff not to speak or to approach him.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
But here's the thing why I defend that. Okay, is that dude does like 6 shows a day. What he's really saying there, like the translation of that, is engaging people is draining. Like if
Yes.
like to host a show, it takes energy, right? To be like, and we'll be right back about it. Like to keep that going, it takes like actual energy for you to do it. If you walk down the hall and everybody's like, hey, how's it going? You're like, how's the family doing? Like, that takes a little bit out of you every time. And I think it's more about the wording of like people going, that guy said not to talk to him, or what he's really saying is like, I've got fucking 100 things. I host the morning radio show. I host 2 television shows. I host a game show. I do this. I do that. Like I need to conserve the energy that I have to do these things.
Yeah.
But instead of wording it like that, he's saying like, don't speak to him. People go like, you're not allowed to talk to the guy. It's like, well, no, he's just saving his energy to do the job. That's what I think.
I remember I run into this.
And I have the same policy here. None of these guys are allowed to talk to me.
I wish I had that policy. Just kidding. Nadav and I are doing really well.
Every
time I eat ice cream, I think about it. But I feel like I have run into, I know I've definitely run into issues where I go off the handle. If we called Reg, where I fly off the handle about shit not being done right, and that I go, it was done right when I did everything myself, and now that we've hired a ton of people,
yes,
I get really angry because I go, do I need to do everything again myself? Because I did do it, and I can do it, and I did it for a fucking long time, and I get upset. And that's what I wonder if like some of these stars like Ellen is like, hey, I got here myself in a world that was up against me and wanted me to fail. I did shit for people that I didn't know when I didn't have to, but I did it for them. And I'm here. And all I'm saying is get your fucking job done. Like, don't look at me and expect me to dance down the hallways. Get your fucking job done. Like, I'm doing my job. And if I did my job the way you're doing your job, and by the way, I don't know what Ellen said, but this is what I speculate.
Don't know what they're saying. By the time this episode comes out, then
everyone's gonna be like, Jesus, Bert, hot take.
Why are you defending this?
What's the date? The date's July 29th when we did this, okay?
Yeah. They're just teasing that something's coming out. So.
I bet something bad's coming out, but it's not sexual assault. She's married.
No, it said the alleged toxic work environment. I mean, it's probably, you know what it is?
How bad's it gotta be?
It's probably a lot of people scared of her. That's what that's implying.
Yeah.
That people walk around like.
Have you ever had a boss? I've never been like ball busting with my bosses.
No.
Do you think I got a new boss? I got a new boss right now. Do you think I don't answer the phone for when he calls and I go, this is how the boss works. I had a boss that brought me into her office and said, I don't like you. I had a boss. I wonder if we should call her up.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's still.
Do it. It's a good idea.
It's a horrible idea.
No, it's not.
She's not the kind of person. She's like a network president.
Do it.
No.
Why?
Because she may want to be a network president again, and I'm putting it out in a bad light. But like, this is old school. I won't say her name, but I had a boss who brought me in, and I've had a few female bosses who brought me in and said, I don't like you. And I went, okay. And I was like, how do I fix that? She goes, I don't think you can. And I was like, okay. And I was like, so what am I doing here? And then I remember, I'm sure I told you all about this.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't like your digital footprint. I don't like anything about you. You're like a frat boy. I don't think you don't represent the network right. I don't like you. And I could easily go, this is a toxic work environment. Like, you're supposed to like me because you have to like everyone. But man, they were rough on me, and I think it changed me, and I molded to what the company needed, and I learned a lot, and I changed the way I did. And it wasn't good for me. I think I would have been much better served to just walk away from the network that day and then just go back into stand-up and just podcasting and throw myself into that world. But I didn't. I mean, I used to, like, when we do Rogan, I would have Brian turn the camera off me when I smoked weed. Because I was like, I can't be caught smoking weed.
Oh, right.
And so...
You had a TV contract, and you were worried
a TV
about
contract, and I had a morality clause because I had signed up to do a gay porn, and they were like, it's not that bad, but like, there was a Bear magazine, and in San Francisco, and they were like, hey, just so you know, they're like, me and my partner are big fans of Bert the Conqueror, and I was like, cool, and he's like, you know, we run a Bear like magazine publication, and if you ever want to be interviewed for it or do like photo shoots, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. My idiot brain thought, do you know how like Ashton Kutcher would be on the cover of Out magazine, and it would be like he stands for gay rights, and then it would give him a lot of publicity.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll be on the cover of this gay Bear publication, and then Travel Channel will see it, and everyone's like, Bert stands for gay rights. That'll be so cool. So I told the guy, I lined it up, and he was like. And at the last minute, he was like, hey,
it's pretty hardcore, bro.
Dude, I was going to do a full photo shoot and everything. But not like totally naked, but definitely like in the outfits. And like, I thought it would be awesome.
It is awesome. And what happened?
So we're having lunch I did a show in between the two Bert the Conquerors called Scream If You Know the Answer. And I'm with the network executives at Magic Mountain. This is Magic Mountain. And I get an email from the guy saying, hey, this weekend won't work out. And then I'm like, actually, I'm shooting for the next 13 weeks, so I can't do it. And he's like, maybe next time. And I was like, damn. And I told him, I said, man, I had the best surprise for you guys. I said it was going to be a publicity diamond. And they're like, what was it? And I said, well, you know how like actors will be on the cover of Out magazine or like, you know, and they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, I had lined one of those up for me, so it would be like a really positive thing. And they're like, what was it? I said, it was like a Bear publication out of San Francisco. They're like, hold on, wait. Was it like what do you mean? I was like, it's like a magazine for like guys who are into hairy guys. I was going to do like a shoot. And they fucking froze. And they're like, hey, you can't do like pornography. And I said, no, it's not pornography. And they go, it sounds like pornography. And I go, no, it's not. And I showed them a picture, and I was like, it looks a little rough on this one. And they're like, oh no, you definitely can't do gay pornography either. And I was like, is it gay pornography? And the idea that I didn't realize I was gonna go shoot gay pornography, and I was like, it'll be great, guys. Yeah. They were like, hey, you need to run all these things by us. You have a morality clause. And I go, I have a morality clause? And they're like, 100%, and gay porn's at the top.
Shit.
But I defend Ellen. I always defend Ellen because I like her. She makes me laugh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to do Ellen. I never got that toxic work environment wouldn't allow me in.
Yeah, I tried to do Ellen. It was before quarantine.
Yeah, I tried to do it before quarantine too. I was like reached out and they were like, pass.
Yeah. Oh well.
I would have loved to have done it. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think she's beautiful. I've always been attracted to lesbians. I thought Leanne was a lesbian when I first met her.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I actually ran it by a few friends. What is it? Give me a scoop. Is there any scoop about the toxic work environment? She got lit up at the beginning of quarantine because she was like going crazy in my 5-acre Malibu mansion.
I know. People got mad. Got really back mad, up. Back up. So what's that variety one?
Under investigation.
Does it give any details? That's the one we had or no?
No, this is a different one. I'll scan it real quick.
Hey, do we know anyone that worked at Ellen? Greg Fitzsimmons.
He worked at Ellen?
Right?
No, I don't think so.
Almost 100%.
I don't think he did. And he's not gonna if he did, he's not.
He's not gonna just trash her.
No. Okay, BuzzFeed's expecting him accused racist behavior.
Oh, okay, there we go.
From microaggressions to jokes about mistaking two black female employees with the same hairstyle, as well as criticism of statements allegedly made to another staffer by executive producer Ed Glavin. Glavin and fellow executive producer Andy Lasner and Mary Connolly addressed the allegations in a joint statement to BuzzFeed. We are truly heartbroken and sorry to learn that even one person in our production family has had a negative experience. It's not who we are, not who we strive to be, and not the mission Ellen has set for us. So it's not
Ellen.
For the record, the day-to-day responsibility of the Ellen Show is completely on us. That is getting in front of it. We take all of this very seriously. We realize, as many in the world are learning, that we need to do better. We're committed to do better. We will do better.
Oh, they're guilty of something.
Yeah. Or she's guilty, and she's like, guess who's stepping in front of this fucking train?
Hey.
You're going to go ahead and say, everything's on you.
Because Ellen does have an old school club comic sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
And I guarantee you there's some very off-color jokes that you can't say.
This is when people are like, the microaggressions are a real problem. It's like, why do you work for a comedian? Why? Did you set yourself, do you really not understand that that's probably, if you're sensitive to microaggressions, that probably being with... Or
you can't understand the way a comedian's brain works and that it's going to say horrific stuff to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
I said horrific stuff before the show started.
Yeah.
But I'm not, but Nadav can admit, I'm not saying anything horrible to try to hurt someone. I'm trying to figure out a joke, and that's what a comedian does. Is they go, I had this idea, what do you think? And I've said nightmare stuff on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare stuff.
100% nightmare.
100% nightmare.
Yeah.
How do you say?
I've had a few too that have really bombed hard. Where I'm like, I think this will work. It's so bad. I don't want to share them.
I don't want to share them either. But if they got put up, if someone put it on social media, you'd be like, well, there goes my career for a joke that I tried 10 years ago. It's like Homage makes this great shirt. It's called, it says something like toast to Columbus or celebrate Columbus. Mm-hmm. And I put it on and Leanne goes, hey, easy. And I went, what? She goes, let's not wear that shirt around because it's, they're going after Columbus.
Yeah.
And I went, it's a city. She was, yeah, but it's named after Columbus. And I go, so what am I going to, are they going to call Columbus the C word now? I'm going to the C word.
Well, we did your R word thing.
Yeah. By the way.
Yeah.
Did you like my text? Oh, I just turned my audio up. And all of a sudden I thought I was having a stroke.
There it is.
Well, that was an organic joke too. I just thought I didn't realize there was a double entendre.
There you are.
God, I look good.
The Washington R words.
I look really good with braids.
Yep.
If I could culturally appropriate that look, I would in a fucking heartbeat.
You can do it.
And I would take the bullet because, god damn it, I look good.
I mean, the
fucking
fedora
maroon
with
hat, feathers in the like.
Do it.
Really owned it.
Yeah.
Like really, and just was like, what? It's my look. I can.
If
make,
you kept the feathers in all the time, no one would say shit to you.
yeah.
It's if you came and went with them that it would be a.
Dude, Reggie Watts had his hair in braids the other day, and I was like, I would love to have put my hair in braids.
You can still do it. You can still do it.
I can't.
Why? Just grow it out and then you can put the braids in.
You saw how long it was when it looked
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
I would love to have. Okay, what's the best Snoop Dogg hairstyle that he's ever had? Okay,
I mean,
I'm gonna give you my vote. Source Awards 19. Type in Snoop Dogg hairstyle Source Awards. This is my favorite Snoop Dogg hairstyle ever. Right there.
oh, I see.
Like go to
second
the
pic-
bottom right, blue
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
That is my favorite Snoop Dogg hairstyle ever. I love that fucking hairstyle.
Perm, man. That's a
God,
perm.
I would love. I wish I could start rocking wigs. That is my favorite Snoop Dogg
Everything that you're
hairstyle.
saying that you want to, you wish you could do, you can do.
Yeah, but it would look ridiculous. What's your favorite Snoop Dogg hairstyle? Think about it.
I mean, I feel like the way that we first were introduced to him is always cemented in my head. The cornrows.
Cornrows, yeah. Let me see. Let me see Snoop Dogg cornrows. He's lucky to have great hair, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a bunch, man. The long dreads. He's done the afro. Yeah, he's done it all, man.
Okay, ready? Hip hop star with the best hair. I know the answer.
DJ Quick?
No.
What?
Trinidad James.
Oh, Trinidad James.
Trinidad
Yeah,
James.
yeah, yeah.
Go to Trinidad James's hair and just hairstyles. Dude, did you see the braids he got in the other day? I'm really into his everything about him, like his independent artist, and he seems like he really hustles, but in like every sense of the word. You know what I mean?
He's a fun dude too. He's really funny.
Yeah, he really is. I want to get him on my podcast, but I want to do one in person. I might do one when I'm down in Macon, because he's out of Atlanta, right?
He lives in Atlanta and Miami.
Okay, I might see if I can get him to do one in person, because I'd like to talk to him.
Oh, right. You'll like him.
Yeah.
Really, he's really
I
nice
did one.
dude.
I did his podcast.
Oh, you did?
I did one with him and his podcast. Yeah, Trinidad James. Man, white guys get screwed with hairstyles. I guess it's a fair trade-off with all the years of oppression, but we get screwed with hairstyles. Like, you can't really go, like, white guys don't have that many hairstyles they can do. How soon until they outlaw the mohawk?
Outlaw?
Cultural appropriation. That's not ours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mohawk's like it's like the only fun, different thing you can do with white hair.
Yeah, mohawk. And they're
Yeah,
like, "Hey."
mohawk, that's it. Mohawk's like the crazy look.
Grow it out, shave it. Mohawk. Oh.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
We really need to step up our beard game.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Designs?
Yeah, should we? What if we did?
What about the long? Would you ever do the long? You know what I mean, the hair long and shaped from the chin out, so that your beard goes like that. You know what I mean?
Like these people?
No, nothing like that.
These are dandies.
Yeah, that's definitely not what I'm talking about.
I
but-
can't put product in my beard.
Why?
It starts messing with my face.
Really?
Yeah, so I just raw dog it.
You can't put beard oil in there?
Nothing. You put beard oil in yours?
When I remember to.
I don't ever put.
It's always better when you
I've got
do.
someone gave me a beard stuff that smells good, and I'll put just a little bit because I like the smell.
Yeah.
And then I end up wanting ice cream. All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
wait.
They came out. What are you gonna say?
No, go ahead. Yeah, leave that highlighted. Go ahead.
Let's talk about that then.
Oh, but you were about to say something.
We can save it.
Okay. No, what made me think of that there was like a viral clip of Rogan talking about video
Yeah, I
games.
saw that, but I didn't understand because I know his stance on video games.
Well, here's the thing. The funny thing is, like, why did this become news this time? He's been saying that for 10 years.
What did he say?
He essentially said that, like, video games are awesome. Like, they're actually, like, amazing, and you could have a career in it, like, if you're really good, and there's, but also he essentially said, you could waste your life, like, if you're just playing video games all the time. And then people were like, because he's like, what are you going to do? Like, 3 years and 3 years later, you're still playing video games in the basement or whatever, as opposed to, he said, like, if you get in jiu-jitsu, 3 years later, you might be a purple belt, and you start connecting dots of, like, I'm good at this, now I can do this and do that. But I think the funny thing is the way that statements are, like, translated, like what people deduce from them. Like the way that I heard it, first of all, I was like, oh, he's been saying this forever.
Yeah.
Like, why does it get traction now? Maybe just because he's like so popular and the show's so big now.
Yeah.
But the way I digested that statement was like, video games are detrimental to being productive to me, meaning to him.
Yeah, I can
Like,
see. I can
he's
see it
the
all.
one who was like, he always talks about how he had like an addiction to Quake. Like he said it a million times.
He paid like $20,000 a month to have a Quake line put in his house. I read that somewhere. I know he did pay an expensive amount.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 20 grand, but like Dane Cook has a whole video game setup, like a room in his mansion,
Right.
for playing video games.
But here's the thing. I think that the statement is not that crazy. Like when you look at it through the lens, like, of course, it's for some people, it's stress relief. It's fun. It's just adventurous. It's a good time. It's the same as like watching a movie or watching
a glass of wine.
Same thing to them. But to some people, they go, if I've done it, and if I do it, I know my productivity will fall apart.
I will tell you this. This is the only perspective. I
Yeah.
had a subtle addiction to video games when we had Isla.
Yeah.
It was right after I did that Fresh Baked video game show for Spike TV.
Yeah.
And they gave me the whole setup. They gave me like the Xbox and everything. I had like the PSP, the PS2, and I got addicted to the PSP. I got addicted to the PS2 and the PSP. The biggest one, and this is where I knew I had a problem. Like I had a problem where Leanne would take away the charger so I couldn't play them. Because I would not spend time with the girls. I would just play video games. And one day I'm walking through the Irvine Mall with Leanne and Georgia and Isla. Isla's in a stroller. And I was addicted to Tony Hawk's skateboard game. Mm-hmm. And it was all set around Long Beach. Like it was all places that you could really go in Long Beach.
Yeah.
We were walking in Irvine and I saw a handrail and I said, I should grind that handrail. And then I went, I can't skateboard. But my brain was looking at her handrail going, I should grind that. Like I was living in a fantasy world of like, I was looking at rails and going, I grind that and then I jump up on that one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this isn't real. Like this is not real for me. I don't know how to skate. I mean, I can skateboard, but I can't grind rails and jump from one rail to the next rail. But I was living in this fantasy world and I was like, this isn't healthy, man. Like the idea that my brain just split the difference and was like, and forgot, hey man, you can't skateboard.
It can be that. I mean, for me, it was a time thing, and then I started to get so mad playing game. Like I would come off of work. I was when I worked like the night shift, overnight shift. Come home and fire up Xbox.
It's so much
and it was
fun.
A great way to like wind down.
But I never wind down. I just kept playing.
That's the thing is so if you worked the overnight, I would come home at 7 a.m. and then fire it up, and then pretty soon it's noon and I should have gone to bed so I can work at that night. I was, it was Splinter Cell and then
I never could do single shooter. Mine was
really?
like skateboard, snowboard games.
NCAA football, EA Sports.
It had to be a singular thing, like where I was doing the thing, going down a thing, and it was a track. Like I could do golf. I was obsessed with Tiger Woods golf. Like
Tiger Woods golf was
obsessed with Tiger Woods golf.
The thing about NCAA football is that first you're just playing games and it's super addictive, and then you're like, they would introduce the new version. Would be like, this year recruit players and build. So then you're playing the game and going and like trying to build a team. So of course you're like, when you play the next game, you see the progression of your build. Like I mean, your brain just gets, I'd be 6 hours. Dude, playing this thing in a row.
I made my Tiger
So for
Woods.
me, that thing resonates true.
I think I'm very lucky that I don't play video games right now. I'm very lucky that for whatever reason I walked away from it and I haven't found it. I know for a fact I've wasted time playing stupid games on my goddamn phone.
Of course.
Where I go, when Candy Crush came out, I was addicted. And I remember this girl that I had taken on a trip flip posted on her thing. She goes, I just cleared all the boards of Candy Crush. And I was jealous. And I went, oh my God, babe, she cleared all the boards. And my wife goes, she wasted her whole life. Like that is a waste of her life.
What's the one that was pop? Do you remember the when BlackBerry had the ball, the center ball, and there was like the old school, where
was
it bounces?
It like a Pong?
Yeah, like a Pong game. But it was for BlackBerry in the.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? See, it's
Break Breaker?
maybe it was Brick Breaker. All I remember is that I went to visit my uncle and aunt, and I was so addicted to the game. I think it may have been Brick Breaker, that during, like, we would talk, and I'd be like, yeah, and I would open my phone and play 30 seconds of the game, and my uncle was like, he's like, this kid, he didn't know what I was doing. He's like, he's got people hitting him up. I remember him saying it left and right, like, you're just like working on deals. Like, he thought I was doing work. And I was like, yeah, I'm super busy with work. And I was like, oh my God. Because I was like, every few minutes, I was like, da 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 da. And he was like, are you like texting someone back? And I was like, yep.
So
I'm
wait,
texting someone back right now.
so then what's like, okay, because there is like anyone who's legit played video games to the point where you go, I might have a problem with this. I remember Duncan saying he's like, I have a problem with video games. Duncan,
Because they're so good.
but that feeling
Yeah.
of grabbing the remote and turning it on, just the remote, the way they put the remote in your hand,
Yeah.
it's almost like
That
phallic,
ergonomic grips,
ergonomic
yeah.
grip where you're just like, both hands are locked, you're not going anywhere, and then getting on a pace where you're like, oh, board one, let's go.
I
Next one.
haven't like had a gaming system now in a few years, you know,
Let's
a number of years.
gaming.
Dude, and then we set up like Apple TVs, and your Apple remote also will double as a remote for like Apple video games.
Yeah.
I ended up opening a few of those earlier in the year, and I remember a few times where I just would, come upstairs and, where you been? I was like, oh, I had to answer email.
Dude, how great
Playing driving games for a fucking hour.
How great would it be if you could get on a plane, just throw on headsets,
Yeah.
and just go virtual, and just
I think you can.
I got a really great gaming system. I couldn't figure it out.
What is it?
I don't know. It got given to me as a present, and it was all VR, but I couldn't figure it out. It was like
Do
too
it.
complicated. I might get back into video games. I hate that Rogan said it's a waste of time. I agreed with him, and now I'm going. I used to make my Tiger Woods golf guy. I made him look like Patrice. It looked just like Patrice. And I used to play and feel like I had Patrice playing.
Yeah.
And I just hear Patrice in my head going, ow, suck this dick.
Did Patrice play golf?
No.
Okay.
He did not play golf. Voss and I Voss and Ben Bailey played in Ireland, in Scotland together.
How long ago? Long time ago?
20 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet Voss he plays golf all the time, right?
Yeah, he's a legit good golfer.
Yeah.
But like he also does bow and arrows.
No.
Like he does bows. Like he's an interesting fucking guy.
I remember doing the road, and I ran into him somewhere, like a radio station, and I was like, what are you going to do now? He's like, I'm going to go play golf. Like from radio.
Yeah.
And he was like, what about you? I was like, I'm going back to bed.
No, I wish I could be like that. This morning I was like, I might get into because I can't get into snooze or dipping or cigarettes, but I need something. I didn't sleep last night, and I woke up and I was like, I need something.
So what do you want to get?
Well, instead I had 3 eggs and 2 pieces of pizza, which did not do
In the middle of the night?
at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning. I didn't eat all day yesterday. I had a legit under a bottle of wine. Like I didn't drink a whole lot of wine last night, and it was just enough sugar to keep me awake.
Yeah.
And I did not sleep. I had a dream that they took all air conditioning and refrigeration away, and I had a bunch of stuff I needed to keep cold. And that was my dream. And then I woke up at 2 in the morning, and then I was like, tried to go back to bed.
Are you on meth right now?
By the way, I'm like tweaking. I had so much caffeine. But yeah, I'd love to get back into video games. I want like a handheld device.
Yeah.
Like the PSP was awesome.
Let's get some.
Let's
Look
get
at what's like a handheld video game system we can play.
I bought one.
Switch?
Huh?
I bought a Switch. I have a Switch.
Wait, what is it? Pull it up.
It's big. It's stupid.
Is this something we can put in the backpack though?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got a Switch.
You have one?
Yeah, but the Mario Kart was the only thing anyone did, and I was like, I don't want to play. I'm in my 40s.
Oh, yeah, that right there.
Mario Kart.
We can't have those?
No, I mean you can. It's just really big, and
It's really big?
it's like this big.
So you can put it in a backpack.
Yeah, but what's a good Switch
What are some
game?
good games? Yeah.
By the
Top
way,
games.
We went from heiresses we'd marry for money to video game consoles we want. This is the most all over the map podcast.
I know.
12 best Switch games.
Oh, we didn't even talk about today we're putting out a message to Jen Aniston on Instagram.
Oh, are we really?
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully
Lock this deal down.
Yeah, if you see on my...
this is... I already know what we're gonna do with her.
What?
Johnny Depp pitch.
Oh, talk to her about the pitch?
Yeah, we'll make a movie with her.
I like it.
We will make a movie with her.
Oh, and she can play that part.
Fuck yeah, right?
So we're on a set with her.
And then we're hiring a bunch of women.
You know how we should pitch it? That she's
By the way, I love that I just said we'll do a movie with Jen Aniston, and then people will love us because we're hiring a bunch of women. She's the only reason the movie's getting greenlit.
Of course.
But we'll take the credit.
I got the scene setting though to start it off.
What?
She's like a Cleopatra type, and we're like those guys holding her.
Oh, I thought we'd fan her.
Or fanning, whatever, feeding her grapes.
She's so fucking beautiful. Here's what's bullshit about late night talk shows, right? By the way, we
awful.
did not get nominated for an Emmy. Did you know that?
For this?
Yep.
I don't think we're in a category.
I think I submitted us. Pretty sure I got this thing online. Submitted us. I thought I'd surprise you with it, and then we did not get an Emmy. And so, but here's why you can tell that the late night talk shows are fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
How come someone doesn't get Kate Upton on and go spend if we had Kate Upton on, we'd spend the whole time going, "You are so fucking beautiful." You're fucking gorgeous. Or Jen Aniston, we'd be like, you're fucking so how come no one's no one's just real with them? They just pick up their friends, you know?
Yeah, well they're looking lovely instead of being you're still so fucking hot.
You are so fucking hot.
Everybody who tuned in on is thinking about how hot you are.
Yeah, pull up a picture of Jen Aniston. She is really fucking gorgeous.
She's 50 something or
no? How old is Jen Aniston?
Yeah.
How old is Jen? Don't look. Guess.
Told you.
She looks fucking 51.
She's 51, dude. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, no work done. That is no work done.
That's a Kool-Aid lifestyle.
You know what that
right
is?
there.
You know
It's
what
a
that
gallon
is?
a day.
It's Greeks.
Yeah.
She's Greek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Greeks don't age.
Yeah, she looks good, man.
Courtney Cox was a smoke show back in the day. Mm-hmm. Still is kind of, but I think Courtney Cox is 60, I think. I think she was much older than everyone.
Really?
I think everyone was in their 20s, but she was in her 30s. I think she was a lot older than everyone because she was in a Bruce Springsteen video. Oh, Courtney Cox with glasses on? No, 56. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Lisa Kudrow, go back down. God, hold on. Look at Courtney Cox in fucking glasses. I mean, I think if we're going to talk about being woke, that's the next privilege is pretty people. We need to take them. We need to make everyone look the same so that there's no privilege. There's no privilege.
How do we take their looks away?
I don't know. We cut their faces or something. That's the next privilege is how can you look like that?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, she is beautiful.
Yeah. All right, look, we got to wrap this up, man.
Why? I mean, I'm sitting here going like Did you see we talked about the this is going to pivot in a weird way.
Yeah.
But the kissing booth.
Oh, we started talking about that.
The dude in the kissing booth, the lead Noah, is fucking gorgeous. This guy is one of the best looking dudes. Type in kissing booth Noah. This guy is gotta be a movie star if he's not already. Look at this guy. He's 6'4". He's ripped. He's got great hair.
Sounds like you really like him.
I would just watch the whole movie last night. It just bothered me because it all celebrates partying. This is what I was going to tell you. I'm so old that
You're against partying?
But I am against high schoolers partying. They're doing shots.
Yeah.
So Leanne had to stop me because they're doing, the lead girl is 15 or 16.
Were you rubbing your palms together the whole time?
No. I was drinking a bottle of wine. And so she does a shot, right?
Yeah.
And I just couldn't help it. I go, "You're breaking your father's heart." And Leanne goes, "Hey, calm down." And I go, "Well, no, she shouldn't be doing shots. She's in high school." And then she does lots of shots and rips her clothes off and blacks out and wakes up in Noah's bed with Noah's shirt on, no pants on, in her bra and panties, Noah's shirt on, and Noah's in a towel. And I'm like, and she's like, "What happened?" And he was like, "You got pretty wasted last night." She's like, "Did we?" And he was like, "No." And I said to my girls, I go, "Hit pause." I go, "Just so you know, that's not how this works out." Like, don't think you can go to a party, get wasted, rip your clothes off, and the high school hunk takes care of you.
Yeah.
Like that. I was like, this isn't fair. Like, and Leanne goes, stop it. She goes, you're taking the fun out of this movie. Like, this movie is for them to be like the way we looked at 16 Candles or Breakfast Club. Like, they all smoked weed in Breakfast Club. Our parents weren't like, hey, turn this shit off. They're smoking dope.
Yeah.
These dope smokers. And I was like, oh my God, I'm that parent. She was like, you're definitely being that parent right now.
And also they're like, our dad is like the party guy.
Yeah. And then they were like, and she's like, it's a tad bit hypocritical that you would have issues with them drinking on thing when your whole brand is drinking. I'm like, I fucking make money from it. How fucking dare you? That my liver is paid for this house. I was so fucking, I had a hard time. Are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot for watching.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call Two Bears, One Cave. No scripts, a bit of booze, amateur partology. Dirty jokes, raunchy humor, no apologies. Here's what we call Two Bears, One Cave.